Welcome back to the Breakfast Show, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, let's move on to a little bit of music, a little bit of jazz, a little bit of Latin, a little bit of soul.
That's right. No black tie.
Yes.
Have you been?
Yes, I have.
Okay,
because
that's
it
good.
started off. See, the thing is, it used to be the jazz club that you read in storybooks and stuff. Low lights, ding, hot waitresses, smoky. And now they've revamped themselves.
Yes.
It is a great platform for musicians in Malaysia and around the world. And the latest offering is jazz, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Now, you know, here to talk to us about a very, very, very awesome little do that's been going on, and I believe it was actually already on last weekend as well.
For the past 2 weeks, and
Yes.
and of course this particular trumpeter, composer, and arranger will be around for another 2 weeks, so you can catch him for a special performance at No Black Tie. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause.
Yes.
For Mr. Michael Simon, who's here on a one-month tour. And of course, he'll be touring around Asia as well. Hopefully so. We'll ask him later on. And also joining us is Evelyn, a representative from No Black Tie.
Welcome
Good
to the
morning,
show.
ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
Now, does it actually say trumpeter on your business card?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, awesome. That's That's very cool. Now, okay, you're actually based in the Netherlands.
Yes.
And so you've been down here now for
1 week.
about a week. Okay, cool.
So how do you like Malaysia so far?
Oh, I love it. I've been having a great time, and this time I've been getting to know better the people and the city and the place really well, because this is my third time in Malaysia.
Oh, I see. It's your third time
And
already.
I've been here before for performances, but really on a short period and very limited time. So I didn't really get a good taste before, but now I've visited many restaurants and see the variety of food you have here, which is so great, and met a lot of nice people, and had a chance to play at a great club with some great musicians. So I feel really honored for this chance and occasion.
We're honored to have you here on Malaysian Shores as well for the third time. And Michael Simon will be performing with drummer extraordinaire Mr. Louis Pragasam, who's one of the greatest right now that we have here in Malaysia. Evelyn, how did you guys get this ensemble together?
Well, Michael wrote an email, and saying that he would be in Kuala Lumpur, but actually we have a mutual friend who's a jazz pianist based in Holland, Mike Del Ferro. And Mike has come and performed at No Black Tie twice already. He was here last November, and he was here also in 2008 in December after his appearance at Jog Jazz. And Mike said, my friend Michael Simon is coming to visit in Malaysia. You guys should hook up. And also he played with Louis Pragasam last November. Yeah. And so it's like these are the two people that you need to get in touch with. And basically it was fantastic to know that Michael Simon is coming to Kuala Lumpur, and it was just natural then to put him together with some of our own jazz musicians.
I'm just surprised that No Black Tie has such a strong network of musicians around the world. Yeah?
Well, you know how it is, musicians know musicians. And then it's word of mouth, and then things just happen.
develop on us, like a life of its own.
Yeah.
Now, Michael, how's it been working with Lewis? Because obviously you performed with him over the weekend, is that right? Yeah. And
it's been really an enriching experience for me, because I brought some of my own music to play with these musicians, and they have put their own interpretation and their own taste and soul into my
jazz
music.
is very organic, isn't it?
And it's been taking another shape.
Yeah.
So it's like listening to my music in another way. So
Oh, wow.
it's really great.
Let's talk about that experience, of course, taking a bit of that Malaysian flavor and incorporating it to your performances. How did you start off? What's your genre, and how do you feel it developed over the years?
Well, I must tell you about my roots. I come from Venezuela, South America. There we have very rich rhythmical music, which is very danceable. We have a big dance music tradition there with different rhythms from the Caribbean area. So this is all incorporated in my music as well. I love jazz, so I love to make that combination. That's why we call it Latin jazz, but Latin actually includes a variety of many styles. You know, so it's a very general term.
So I'm already thinking. I've already got a bit of a preconception. I'm already thinking a bit of calypso, a little bit of trumpet. Yeah, is that what we're talking about?
Yes, and Cuban rhythms, you know, which are very, very danceable and groovy, and that's what I like. That combination, you know, it's not only for the listener, but also for people who like to move and people who, you know, who can.
So here's the important question: do Malaysians like to move?
Well, I know the seating tends to be a bit tight, because I imagine in No Black Tie.
No, I mean, but the groove, are they a great audience? Evelyn, tell us about Michael's experience.
How was the reception of the weekend?
Yeah.
It was very good, because I think, you know, with the intimacy,
True.
you know, when the audience is very near to the stage and the musicians are also very near to the audience.
It's easy to connect.
It's kind of infectious, you know, when you have rhythms and you have trumpet, you know, and with Louis behind the drums. Yeah, it's just natural to move.
Infectious
to
is
the
the
rhythm,
word.
yeah, infectious.
But how pre-planned are the numbers and the performance? Because obviously with jazz, it's a very organic, it's a very,
Sometimes
you
it
know,
takes itself
especially during
into
a performance, live performance. Do you guys, I mean, I know you guys have worked together and practiced beforehand, but on the night itself and during the shows, are they all exactly the same, or do they change from night to night, depending on the energy in the crowd?
Yes, we change, because, well, we try to go with the flow of the night and of the whole atmosphere. So I have a variety of different sets, and also different kind of songs in different moods.
Right.
So depending on how it's going and what reaction we're getting, and then I, you know, change a little bit the repertoire, and let's do this and let's do that. So, you know, we go with the flow.
I imagine, you know, performing live and everything. Well, most artists always say they prefer performing live in front of an audience than working in studio. But speaking of studios, you actually just released your CD, New York Encounter.
Yeah,
this was released in the US and Europe just last month.
Last November, yeah.
And for Asia now, you're going to be releasing it out here?
Yes, I'm looking forward to do it. I'm working on it, and it's for sure going to be available. Yeah.
So what's the CD like? Maybe you can tell us a bit about the sound on here.
Well, this is a very special production, because I worked with both my older brothers, who are also musicians.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Right, so
Okay.
family of
Yeah,
musicians.
we're a family. You know, I actually grew up with music and instruments all over my house.
Are they all trumpeters as well, or different?
They're-
Oh, actually, I can tell you, you have your brother Edward on piano.
Yes.
And Marlon on drums.
That's right.
Right, and percussion.
You guys are a band on your own already.
Yeah.
So, Evelyn, when are you bringing the Simon Brothers down?
Well, let's launch the album.
That's a great idea. How about that? Launch the album.
Yeah.
Very good. And hopefully, can Malaysians get our hands on, of course, your first album, Revelation, and this latest one?
Are you on iTunes and stuff?
Yeah.
Or?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so of course you can check out the sound first at No Black Tie, and the next performance is happening this weekend, I understand, Evelyn?
Yeah,
No,
February 5th and 6th.
Is it already sold out? Because I know it's sometimes
very
hard
true,
to get free tickets and things.
Yeah, so it's advisable to call in quickly, and,
Okay, so
and
there's
reserve a table.
still tables
yeah,
left, right?
There's still
Excellent.
seats available.
And how much are tickets going for?
It's 40 ringgit per person,
Okay.
and it starts at 10:30.
10:30.
10:30. Don't be late. I know
But this
Malaysians love
weekend
to be
we're
late.
gonna have a septet.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have seven musicians on stage
Oh,
playing
wow. Goodness.
Michael's arrangements.
Wow.
It's going to be pandemonium, jazz pandemonium, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, when you see some of these musicians play, and in No Black Tie, you're very, very intimate with the performers. You're right up there, right up close. And of course, I know how Louis plays. He likes to stick his tongue out.
He's great.
But he's feeling the music, and he's feeling the music. So thank you very much.
Thank you for
Mr. Simon. Thank you
receiving
very
me.
much. And hopefully, of course, to Malaysians out there who love jazz, do head down to No Black Tie from the 5th to the 6th of
That's
February.
right. You can also check out www.noblacktie.com.my. You can get full listings of everything that's coming up in the next few months, and they've got some awesome shows coming up, let me tell you.
Local, international as well.
That's right. And you can also find out what the number is to call to actually book those tables. And if you don't manage to catch Michael while he's here in KL, I believe you are going down to Singapore next, right?
Yes.
But it's so much better to see him in Malaysia. You know, who wants to go all the way down to Singapore for that,
Exactly,
right?
and spend the extra money.
Yeah.
We've got an international act right here.
And we've got a much better feel and mood and audio.